Hello everyone and welcome to the Den. Today we are doing something different than spaghetti and we're going to use ground beef. This is like a lazy lasagna that you just throw in the crock pot and you just throw everything in, and it's good to go when you are ready to eat dinner. So it only takes a few hours in the crock pot. You do have to brown your hamburger before you put it in your crock pot, so there is 2 steps here, but it's really simple and really easy. And my daughter's always looking for ground beef recipes, so hopefully this one suits her. And hopefully it suits you too. And if you haven't already subscribed, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you think that this channel gives you any type of value and you keep coming back. So without further ado, let's get into this recipe. Okay guys, so I did have footage of me cutting the onion, but it was on the wrong setting, so it was blurry and I didn't feel like that was, cinematically great. So I skipped it, and I think you know what cutting an onion probably looks like. And so we're just going to go to the cook part. And I added a little bit of garlic, about 2 teaspoons or so, a tablespoon. And I'm going to put my meat right into the pan with the onion and the garlic and just let that brown fully. I love this recipe. It's super, super easy. These types of crockpot meals to me are like my go-to. I love them for convenience. So I'm going to add a little bit of sea salt and a little bit of black peppercorn and mix those all in there. And we're going to fully cook this meat. So we're just going to keep on mixing here until it's nice and brown throughout. Okay, so now once your meat is fully cooked through here, you're going to want to go ahead and turn that heat down to low and then add your sauce. And I make a big mistake here because I only add 1 jar of sauce. I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I'm feeding, I think, 7 or 8 people tonight. So I needed both jars of sauce here. And I forgot it, but that's okay. I'm going to add it at the end and it all turns out fine. Yeah, we all make mistakes. So that was mine for the day. So we're going to layer this just like a regular lasagna. So you're going to start with sauce and you're going to layer the bottom with your sauce there. And then you're going to go in with your raviolis and you're just going to do about half. I'm only going to use 1 of those. So I'm only using 1 of those containers. And I just wanted you to see what they were. But we're going to do this in layers. So we're just going to use about half of the container there. And then we're going to add some more sauce here. And at this point in time, I'm thinking this doesn't look like enough sauce. And it's not going to be. So you're going to want to add, I have shaved Parmesan cheese, but if you have shake cheese, the shake Parmesan, that's fine too. I always have this on hand because I eat a lot of salad and I just love that on my salad. So I added that and then mozzarella cheese. And then after that, you're going to go back in with another layer of your noodle. So just get those in there and you're just going to use the rest of what's ever in your container there. And I do think that these were like, if you could pause the video, but I think it was 23 ounces. But I got these at Sam's, these raviolis. So I'm going to add the rest of the sauce that's in the pan, and I'm already thinking, yeah, this is wrong. Here I am, like, oh, dang. And then I see the jar of sauce, and oh, well. So I put the sauce in the pan and tried to mix it around with the rest of what was in there, and I just went ahead and added it in. And like I said, it turns out delicious, so not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. No one noticed. Only I knew. So, and I guess you guys too now. So I'm just going to add some more Parmesan and a bit more mozzarella just to top it off there. And it's looking really good. And that's it. It's as simple as that. I mean, that was easy peasy, right? So I'm going to set my timer to low, my Ninja to low, and set the time for, it was like about 3 hours before dinner. I will say that I did turn my crock pot up to high for like the last hour. I'm going to put my lid on here because it just wasn't bubbling enough for me at the time. So I think if you had 4 hours to let this sit on low, it would be about perfect. 3.5 to 4 hours would be perfect. But if you're there and you're home, then you could just turn it up if you think it's not cooking fast enough. But I would say 3.5 to 4 hours on low. And you're going to be perfect just like that. Doesn't that look good? And it's nice and bubbly and hot. And see, you can't even tell about the sauce. See, look at it. All looks the same. So here I am gonna plate it up, and I had made fresh bread earlier that day. So we're gonna just pair that with a slice of bread. It was so good. And that's all. Thanks, guys. Okay, everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope that it gave you something to do other than just the regular old spaghetti. Get outside the box a little and try different things. So it's a good way to use your hamburger, especially if you have a couple of kind of odd ingredients that you want to use up, like maybe frozen raviolis. I think you could even use the tortellinis too with that. One would be good. So just a easy, quick, put together fast meal, and get it in the crock pot and it's ready to go when dinner time is ready, and it's really good. And don't make the mistake I made by forgetting your second jar of sauce, especially if you're making a big batch. So anyways, for now, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.